no way this little dino just ran into me. I'd make an example. There we go. Actually, a really nice somehow. At least I like how it looks. Alright. So, we have an Umbreon outbreak up. What? Oh, say why. An Umbreon outbreak. It took quite a while to actually get this one to reset, but luckily we were able to finally get it. This is kind of where I got mine last time. Is there a way that you can just... No? Okay. I wonder if it's actually like... Yeah, kinda. Well, let's see. We've got no sandwich. Let's go ahead and make the sandwich. And then we'll see... It's mostly in this area. But we are looking for our Shiny Umbreon and Shiny Eevee. Those are the last two evolutions that we need. So, to make dark sandwich, it's salty sweet. Do I have that? I guess the question is, do I have... Let me see. Do I have salty? No, I should have sweet. I have two. Let's save it. Let's save it. Okay, so we got one cucumber, one that, and I just got some smoked fillet. But there's just an herb sausage. We don't need the herb sausage. One, two, three. And then anything but sweet and sour. We'll do... Bitter's honestly not used for anything, so we can actually use all of our bitter if we really wanted to. But once we finish Umbreon, all we need left is Eevee. Oh my gosh, making a sandwich in a cave is the worst possible thing. I can barely see. It's so bright. It feels almost as bad as like Chargestone Cave. But I'm glad we don't have to make a grass sandwich like when we had Shiny out for Chespin. Oh, let me change the target. This one. And we will trade. Transform, rotate. Nice. We want our targets to look on the screen. I didn't see if that gave us the right one. I'm sure it did. I should have knocked out 60 first. Ooh. Oh, it'll be okay. We saved before the sandwich, so we have plenty of time. 1, 2, 3. This is just so that we can get them on a swan. 4, 5. I feel like this is kind of awful for spawn. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. As soon as that gets changed. What's going on, Izodi? Honestly, we've gone through these evolutions quite fast, not gonna lie. It didn't take too long to get an Umbreon outbreak either. But making, like, using not a shining sandwich, but using an encounter sandwich makes it so much faster to get these outbreaks. I also just lost count. Probably 15 here. I will say 15. 16. Oh, here they are. Oh. Yes. Umbreon. This is my second favorite evolution. Its shiny form, though, is like probably my favorite out of all the evolutions. Go, Caesar. 16, probably. 17. 18. Okay. No, keep going, Caesar. Keep going. 19. 20. Honestly, I wouldn't mind like a shiny Sableye either. 20. 21. How's your day going so far? 22. Oh, the little gremlin's chasing me. Get him, Caesar. 24. 25. The only downside is we have to make sure that we get it within the night cycle. 26. 27. 28. 29. The only other thing I'm worried about is if it clips into the wall. That'd be pretty awful. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. I really wish we could synchro out of the terrarium. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. Can I knock some of these ones out? 44. 45. 46? I don't know. 47. 48. So they can clip in this wall. That's not good. Oh gosh. We saw it. So for the counting is, in order to increase the odds of finding a shiny, 47, 48, it's optimal to knock out 60 in an outbreak. 49, and 50. So yeah, you want to knock out 60 in an outbreak, and that'll get you the maximum odds to find a shiny. 10 more. 1. You. 3. I don't know the reasoning behind it being 60, but that's just what it is online, I guess. 4. 5. 6. I want to deal with that Sableye. 7. 8. 9. Yeah, it's kind of like chaining. Except that it doesn't matter if you knock out anything else in the outbreak as well. There's nothing to, like, break the chain. So it's like, once you knock out the 60, then you can start running around and, like, despawning them by running out of the area. Just so that you don't, like, fully knock out the outbreak, you know? So now that I've fully knocked out the 60, we should have, like, the best odds. I think it's like 1 in 512 to get a shiny Umbreon. But yeah, unlike chaining, like, I don't think there's any way to actually, like, break the chain. So once you, like, knock out the 60, then you're chilling. You just gotta keep running around so you can start despawning them and then respawning new ones. And hopefully those ones will become shiny as well. I am really worried that they will spawn in the wall, and I can't see... Can't see if they spawn in the wall. The only thing that the only other thing that distracts me is that Dano is also blue in here, so it's gonna mess me up. Best odds if I just want that. Nah. I feel like you're always here when we have, like, the more difficult hunts. Like, if you were here when we hunted for Vaporeon, that was, like, the best time to be here. Because we literally found 5 shiny Vaporeons while we were just hunting for them. Like, I found the first one before I even started doing anything with the outbreak. Like, I landed in the area and found the first shiny. But Umbreon is, like, fairly difficult. I have to make sure that it's also nighttime, and you can't exactly tell inside the cave. So the moment that they stop spawning, I need to, like, check to see if it's daytime or not, and if it is, then I need to reset the time. Geez, Odie, you just like to be here when things are difficult. But we'll see. That's what I'm saying. Like, the first one was completely random, because I just, like, I landed in the area before I started stream. And the first thing I noticed in the clump of Vaporeons is that one of them was pink, and I was like, what? I haven't even started hunting yet. Why is one here before I even started recording? So I caught it right. And I was like, you know, I still want to catch one while I'm recording. So I started up the outbreak again. I started stream, made a sandwich, and then we found 4 more. It was quite a day. I think we finished Vaporeon. We reset, found 2 more Leafeons, and I had the worst Sylveon outbreak. I had that difficult. Well, at least, you know, if we find it, then it'll be worth... We'll treat it like that I'm hunting on hard mode right now. Yeah, luckily in this... I want to say luckily in this cave that there's a ton of other dark Pokemon, but they're just gonna be sort of in the way of spawning the Umbreons. Yeah, if you were here during the Sylveon hunt, that one was truly atrocious. This spawn, the outbreak spawn that we got was right next to the town. And we maybe got like 4 to 6 spawning at a time. If we were lucky, we were able to get 6. But a large majority of the time, it took forever to try and get any to spawn. But we found one right at the end of the last sandwich. I think we only actually used one sandwich. But we found one like right at the end. So hopefully, we can get some decent luck with Umbreon. And if not, no biggie. I've technically already found one. Well, I've already found two, but I almost had this same outbreak. Hang on, let me check something real quick. Oosh. I think I popped it for another one. Ah, no problem, no problem. I think Flareon took a long while. I don't know why that one took so long. Because I think for that one, right, we spawned a decent amount. But it wasn't until, like, towards the end of the night where we actually found one. Hopefully we can find an Umbreon. I'm expecting that we'll find an Umbreon at least today. I'm fully expecting that we'll finish the evolutions today. All we have is Umbreon and Eevee left. So all I'm looking for is at least one Umbreon. Hopefully. And then we just need to hunt for Eevee, and then the Eeveelutions are done. But since we also finished doing all the starter Pokemon, I'm currently cutting up that video. And that should be released by this weekend. So we'll get a full video of all the shiny starters that we were hunting. Yeah, this hunt is very... I think it's mostly hard since it's like a nighttime spawn. Sort of like Espeon, where Espeon's like a daytime spawn. So we have a certain time limit besides the sandwich to worry about. Not to mention, it's in a cave. And Pokemon like to spawn inside the walls, and that just makes it so much more difficult. But it will be a very nice shiny if we do find it. I shouldn't say if, I should say when we find it. Because we will find one, whether it be today or Dude, there's so many Danos. Whether it be today or Thursday, we will find one. I will be sure of it. The Dano's blue is also distracting me, though. It's like, I wouldn't mind a little gold Sableye either. I wouldn't mind a green Dano while we're in this cave. The Terra Houndoom went somewhere. I don't know where he went. But we gotta keep our eyes peeled in this cave. I don't really know what Gabite's shiny looks like. I know what Gibble's shiny looks like. Gibble's shiny is just like more blue. Which I think I caught... Oh, is it daytime? No, it's not. Okay. I was gonna say, a lot of them just didn't start spawning, so I thought it was daytime. See if we can get more to spawn. Dude, this is such a cursed area. The last time I hunted for Umbreon, it was like in this exact cave, but the spawning area was like down over here. So it's a little bit easier. Because they didn't really spawn in the walls. Just hoping we also don't fail our first shiny. We still, despite like all the different hunts we've been doing, we haven't failed a shiny yet. And I don't plan on starting now. I think it'd be more sad if I failed an Umbreon though. I like thinking in my head like what happened, how would I feel if I failed a Sableye or a Dano? I'd be sad that we failed the shiny, but I wouldn't be sad that we failed like one of those ones. I'd be sad if we failed Umbreon. Umbreon is like, to me, a top tier evolution. Yeah, like it runs away. Yeah, like it despawns or I accidentally kill it. The worry that I have is that if it like despawns as I'm like running away from it, you know. It's like kind of how I'm like trying to walk away and let them despawn so that more other ones can spawn and hopefully be shiny. That's like the biggest way to fail a shiny. Is by having it like despawn while it's like on your screen type thing. We haven't failed one yet. But there's always room to start. We're in the new year. There's always a time to start. But I am fairly hopeful that we won't. I think the only way that I would probably miss it right now is if it spawns at the edge of the like the radius that it spawns close to me, or if it spawns in the wall. The main concern is if it spawns in the wall. 11 minutes left. Got all these small little creatures. Umbreon. We're looking for your blue rings, sir. I'm feeling decent. I'm sure we will get one. Like, so far, all the other evolution hunts have been going pretty well. I guess Flareon's probably the one that took the longest. Even though that was, like, the first one that we had. It was just unfortunate, the area that was in, because it was, like, all snowy and stuff, so I couldn't see very well. And then every time, like, a blizzard happened, it'd make my game, like, lag super hard. Let's see if I can tag anything in the wall. All these Danos and Sableyes taking up spawn spots. Gotta get them out of here. Despawn them. Hopefully respawn more Umbreons. Are we seeing any blue? Are we seeing any blue? No. No blue just yet. No other Pokemon are shiny either. 9 minutes. I think if I like take maybe like 3 sandwiches, it's been too long during the hides. But I can get away with just going through 1 sandwich. I think as we get closer to the end of the sandwich, I'm probably gonna have to change the time on my Switch so that it makes sure it stays nighttime. Now, all these blue Danos are also just very distracting. I am not looking forward to any more cave on. I don't know if there's any other Pokemon. Oh, I'm sure there probably is, but I don't know if there's any other Pokemon currently that I need to focus on for cave. Well, there's Roaring Moon, which once we do Paradox Pokemon, that's gonna have to be one that we hunt in the middle of the wall, or in the middle of a cave. Because that one only also spawns in one of the caves down in Area 0. And that one initially it took me forever to find that shiny when I first tried hunting for it. But we'll go ahead and do it again. Oh, come on, Vaporeon. Got 7 minutes to shine for me. I feel like we've definitely had harder outbreak areas, so I don't think this is like the worst one that we've had. I think the main difficult part is all the other Pokemon that spawn here. Keep an eye out for... No. The Danos, man. The blue on the Dano is always making me think like if it was an Umbreon, that'd be the shiny. But I don't think it's like the same type of blue. Also, it's not rings. Dano's blue all over. A sandwich go? No, there's not a sandwich. Oh, is it daytime already? Damn. I think it's daytime in the game. Yeah, all the other Pokemon are starting to spawn again. Let me see what happens if I just change the time. I don't think it really should affect it if I change it. Oh, I think I can change it to 6. Let's change it to like 6:30. Oh, did it change my outbreaks? It did. What happens if I... See if I can get myself maximum time. Actually, I wanted the time to be at 7. I make it 6. I'd be stuck if we lost the outbreak. Because then I'd have to figure out how to get it back again. Because since we only need Eevee and Umbreon, we're only looking for those two. I'm assuming the outbreak still changed. Loading, loading, loading. Okay. Is it... Let me check to see if it's night or daytime in the game. It looks like since we saved, we got to keep the outbreak, which is nice. Okay, it's nighttime. Another one! Again! So the moment it becomes daytime, we just need to reset, we fully reset the game. That's what we'll do. And since we're not on too big of a time crunch with the sandwich, every time it becomes daytime, we'll just reset off that. We won't reset off the sandwich. Creative. I need 1, 1. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll... Spicy sweet. We'll see if he likes the spicy sweet sandwich. Probably the worst part about cave hunts is making the sandwich in the cave. Oops. Get rid of the top one. Don't fall, don't fall. Okay. We're good. We're good. That's good to know. It's good to know. So now with this gone, we can go back. Bag of chips. No, it's not. Done, done, done. Hey, we'll knock out the 60 again. How about Caesar? Here you go. 1, 2, 3. I almost feel like we might have a little bit more time than we did last time. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Something's inside the wall. Okay, we're gonna ignore it. 9, 10, 11. 12. 8. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. No, no. Focus the Umbreons. Focus the Caesar. 21. 22. 23. Well, realistically, I probably should knock out the 60 and then do the sandwich. Next time. 24. 25. Assuming there's a next time. 26. 27. 28. 29. Ooh, 30. Halfway there. Where are the Umbreons? 31. Yep. 32. 33. 34. I know, the first time I just completely forgot. 35. 36. 37. No. 38. 39. 40. 'Caesar, what are you doing? My Caesar is lost. 41. Now. 42. That's fine. 43. 44. Yeah. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. There's something in there. 51. 52. 53. 54. 50. Caesar. 55. 56. 57. 8. 59. And we'll do our 60 plus 1. 60. And plus 1. Nice. Okay. So now we're looking for, again, the blue ringed Umbreon. I'm like almost hoping that something else doesn't shine. Well, actually, if something else does shine, then it'll force me to save. That we've already, so that we can make it where I already knocked out the 60. So at this point, anything can shine and I'll be okay. But we are really hoping for Umbreon. I wonder where the Houndoom went the first time, because we didn't even try to knock him out. That's a Dana. See, it really becomes harder once we're like in the cave, because we have to jump all throughout this instead of running back and forth. I'm really wishing it was a flatter area. Alright, Umbreon. Oh, that's a Dano. I keep getting debated by the Danos. Debated by the blue Danos. And not seeing any of our blue Umbreon. Huh? No. Try to see if maybe I can clip into one of them that are out of bounds. Possibly. Yellow, 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 yellow. We need to think shinier thoughts. Everybody start thinking blue. We need to think about the blue rings that produce on the Umbreon. And then it'll start to formulate in the game. I mean, I will say, I did look back at a lot of the starter footage, and man, some of the starter Pokemon took forever to find. It's in the Glame. Gotta make it look like it's shining. But don't make it like shine inside the wall. Like, think of it shining probably next to like the Houndoom, maybe. That'll probably be a nicer area. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh. Eventually, it's gotta show up, right? Oh, we took the Houndoom shine away from him. The Houndoom has lost all of his Terra potential. I wonder if it'll keep spawning, even though it's like the shine on it's already gone. Regular Umbreon, no! Why have you done this? Okay, nothing so far. You know, I will be okay if we spend... I don't know if I'd be okay, but if we spend the full 3 hours finding just the Umbreon, that would be okay. Oh no, the Umbreon. Can we? Will you? No, you won't. Okay. My game's just like visually bug, I guess. Cause that Houndoom is supposed to be like the Terra one that spawns in this cave. But for some reason, it decided to lose its Terra Sparkles. Wait. Well, it found an Umbreon inside the wall. I can't get him back. Okay, he came back. There... I bet you'll find it for sure. Maybe. I'm really, like, curious to see if it spawn... I think I missed it. Oh no. I think I saw it for like a split second, and then I think I missed it. Oh shh. Oh no. Please tell me that was just a day now. I'm like looking at my footage because it's currently like a couple minutes behind. But as I was messing with the wall, I'm hoping I saw it wrong, but I think there was a shiny Umbreon on the screen for like a split second. I'm hoping I'm wrong. It doesn't help that these guys are like spawning right next to the wall as well. Okay, hang on. So that footage part, I was messing with the wall. I don't... No, I didn't see. Wait, no, that's not the part. Also, the Houndoom's gone now, so... Good for us there. Alright, let me see. Oh, I couldn't see. I couldn't tell. The screen's too small for me to tell. Alright, well... At some point later tonight, I'm gonna have to look back to this footage to see if I failed a shiny. When you miss a shiny, I could be more like... I was like, I don't know. I saw like a glimpse of like what was blue. I could be just a little bit psycho. And just like trying to really imagine that I saw a shiny, but... I don't know. I can't tell within like the small side player that I currently have. So I'm hoping it wasn't a shiny. It looked like it could have been. It really looked like it could have been. Actually, why don't I just... Those ones are spawning like that. Why don't I just... Well, let's run them this way. These spawn a lot of them. I think we'll try and get all of them to like spawn up here. So instead of running down all the way down. 4? Really? Only 4? Oh, I don't want to try and get creative about trying to get these things to spawn. Is it really already daytime in the game? Is that a shiny Salandit? No, it's just a regular Salandit. Never mind. Okay, well, it's already daytime in the game. So... I told myself I was going to close that. So I think it becomes daytime at like 6:45 p.m. We'll put it at like 6:50. Put it at like 6:50. Man, night hunts are awful. I hate doing time-based hunts. They always mess it up. I'll look back on it later. If you see a short... If you see a short about shiny Umbreon, that means you know I will have failed my first shiny of 2025. But who knows? Who knows? But as long as you say it looks normal, I'll trust your judgment. Okay. Let's start knocking out the 60. Oh, it's still partially daytime. So we've got to officially wait till it's nighttime. And then once it's nighttime, we'll knock out the 60, make the sandwich. We'll knock out the 60, save. It is very daytime in this game. Well, since I know like 6 o'clock-ish worked, why don't we do like 5... Why'd I go all the way back down? Let's go to 5:55. Go 5:55 and see what time of day it is. We'll hope it's nighttime. If it is nighttime, then we can go back. Man, Isoda, you just had to pick the best time to come into one of the Hinds. Spawn me in. Okay, I think it's nighttime. So let's start. 1, 2, and then we'll save after we knock out this 60. 3, 4. Not the Sableye. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Hello, Kania. How are you? 13. 14. There's something in the wall. Apparently there's something in the wall over there too. 15. 16. I think you are. I don't actually know. Hey, you can try sending it. 17. I think it's 16. 17. It's going well. We just have Umbreon and Eevee left. And 19. But this one is a little bit harder because it's like a nighttime spawn only. So it's kind of difficult for that one. I would say try sending a link and we'll see if it spawns up. 21. 22. A lot of shinies have been found so far. 23. 24. 25. And if it doesn't send, don't worry about it. I'll just check it later. 26. 27. Because realistically, I'm going to be looking at this footage later on anyways. 27. Did I say 27? Probably 28. 29. 30. 31. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. How's your day been, Kinnear, so far? 39. My memory is so bad, I just lose count of track. 40. 41. Whatever decides to knock it out. Yeah, there we go. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. Man, I don't like how they're spawning in the walls. 8. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 'Umbreon. 54. 55. Oh wow, there they all are. 56. 57. 58. Come on, 59. 60. And then we'll do our +1. Okay, now we'll save. Now that we've already knocked out the 60. And now, let's make the sandwich. And now this way, when we reset the time, all we have to do is go in, create the sandwich, and we don't need to knock out the 60. We'll have a little bit more time to hunt. That. 2, 3. We'll still try the sweet and spicy. I'm thinking Shiny Umbreon. We will find the Shiny Umbreon. My tower of cucumbers. No! Don't! Oh, we lost a pickle. Hopefully that doesn't mess it up. Man. Don't let the single pickle be what ruins me. Don't let the single pickle be what ruins me. Wait, what is there? Let's see. Sparkling. Oh, cool. We lost a pickle, but we still got all the stats that we need. Okay. After many mistakes, we've created our third sandwich. Wow. Definitely a lot more than normal. I didn't even see that day now. Four. No. No. Gosh, there's Danos everywhere. They run around this rock. Yeah, if you ever have to do an Umbreon hunt, this is awful. Just in the cave hunts. Not a good time for anybody. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow. Nothing so far. What's going on, King Enderflame? How are you doing? Oh. We've got one of the worst kinds of hunts. Having to find this in a cave. But we are working at it. The main issue we're having is not a lot of them are like visually spawning, and I'm worried that they're spawning inside the wall. Which we have seen a couple of them spawn inside the wall already. So that's the only thing currently worrying about hunting Umbreon right now. That it mayhaps be inside the walls. Yeah, nothing so far. We've gone through like 3-ish sandwiches. I say ish because we've had to reset a couple times because it turned to day in the game. And I haven't found like the best time for it to like actually change the time to. They become... They actually do. Like, it's kind of crazy the amount that'll spawn like in the wall. I'm just hoping that the shiny hasn't spawned in the wall. If the shiny spawns in the wall, I don't really have a good way to get it. Or let alone see if it actually is in the wall. Because they've never been like close enough for me to actually see. But my my Caesar has targeted a couple Umbreons that were like inside the wall, so I know those ones at least aren't shiny. Oh, mention all those guys down there. Got tons of Sableyes and tons of Danos also spawning with the Stark Sandwich. I'm always worried that if I'm like running and staring backwards, that a shiny is gonna spawn as I'm running away. I almost feel like it would be better if I just, like, didn't look back while I was running away, at least. So if a shiny did spawn, I don't see it. Yep. Okay. I got pincered by Umbreons. I'm just needing one. Just needing one Umbreon. We already have one in, like, the giveaway box. Actually, realistically, if you catch one, then I can throw the other one in the giveaway box as well. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Umbreon of the wall, give me your wisdom. How does one find a shiny version of you? I guess the only other question is, how does one get more of you to spawn? That's what we'll do. Here we'll do. Oh. Yellow, 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 yellow. Yellow. Okay, all yellow. Yep, all yellow. We spawn them. There we go. We found a system. I get some of the other ones not to spawn in. Yellow, yellow. Try and despawn those Danos. And nothing but yellow boys. A pretty effective way of getting them to spawn. Learning new ways on getting more and more of them to spawn. It's fantastic. This is at least some sort of progress, you know. But we're not getting too many Sableyes, we're not getting too many Danos spawning. Mostly focused on Umbreon. Although it doesn't look like it always works. Spawn those. Rogue Dano. Despawn. Oh gosh. This is what happens when I'm feeling too hopeful. I'm feeling too hopeful. We're spending ample amount of time just getting shiny Umbreon. That's a Dano. Come on, Umbreon. I know you shined for me once before. I know you can shine for me again. Yeah. Nah, 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 nah. I don't believe in bad omens. Unless you're talking about people playing Valorant. Sorry, bad joke, bad joke. I mean, I don't think it's a fault. I think right now it's Umbreon's fault for not showing up, huh? We found a decent way of getting them to spawn in, and that's currently a win right now. Because at least now we're getting actual more of them to spawn. So I'm taking that victory right now. It's like, you know what, Izori, next time we'll hunt for Vaporeon again. Then you can be here and you can see an ample amount of Vaporeon shinies. More than anybody would ever need. You just gotta come by when there's like not a difficult hunt to do. Ugh. Especially if we're like hunting in a cave, because hunting in a cave is like one of the harder hunts that I have to do. The blue ones are rare. I mean, honestly, that's almost how it felt the last time we were hunting them. I even think before when I was looking for other evolutions to hunt for, but so far Vaporeon's been like the easiest one by far, 100%. The only difficult one so far is like Umbreon. Sylveon was quite difficult, but I think that's just because the outbreak spot was just really bad. I think the worse the outbreak spot, the harder the evolution. So right now, Sylveon and Umbreon are probably the hardest ones. I have yet to see an Eevee outbreak yet. So whenever that happens, we're gonna have to figure out what happens once we actually get an Eevee outbreak. So far, no blue. So yeah, I definitely expected Umbreon to like take some time, but not like an hour and a half-ish time. Definitely not an hour and a half-ish time. It definitely doesn't help that there's all these other... Well, there's a shiny Dano. So if you really want... There you go, Izawori. You were here. And the thing is so blurry. Wow. You were here for... Okay. For Green Dragon. Wasn't the target. But it is a shiny. So we will take it. Okay, if you don't get in the ball, I'm going to be sad. Let's look around while we're also doing this, seeing if we can like find a different shiny. If we find a shiny Umbreon while we're in here, I'll gladly just like leave, you know? I mean, hey, we'll take what we can get, right? Honestly, Shiny Hydreigon is such a good shiny. It's a pretty good shiny. Pretty good shiny. Alright, get in the ball. Okay, there we go. You just have to threaten it a little bit. There you go, Izori. Your bad omen has been wafted away. You were here when we found a shiny Dano. I don't actually want to add you to the party. What just ran into me? Okay. Now there's just too many things in this one area. I'm like trying to save so that we can keep the shiny Dano. But all the other Danos are like, take me with you. Just get back and saw the shiny, yeah. Not the shiny we were looking for, but a shiny nonetheless. Yeah, I'm not cursed. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You just gotta come... Oh, dang it. It's daytime in the game. Well, that is a bit unfortunate. Well... We still have 14 minutes in the sandwich and I have to get rid. You're gonna lose all the ingredients. Well, that's okay. Let's see. So we can probably set the time. Let's set the time back to like 5:50 and see what that gives us. Let's set the time back to 5:50 and see if we get a solid nighttime cycle. Plus, we also already knocked out the 60 Umbreons, so now we'll have even more time to actually hunt for them. We've got a good way of resetting them. And now we don't need to knock out the 60. So now we are in prime position of getting a shiny Umbreon. Either that or another shiny Dano. Or a first shiny Sableye. There are so many options. Oh yeah, it is night in this game, right? I'm just gonna despawn them real quick and check to see if Umbreons are gonna spawn. But yes they are, okay. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, so now we have all the time, well not all the time, we have a lot of time to make the sandwich, and then get Umbreon. So it doesn't like sweet and spicy, so let's try sour and spicy. Let's try that combination. I like to believe that if I try different Urban Mysticas, then the Umbreon will like it a little bit more. This is just me coping, and that is all there is to it. Sometimes you just gotta cope and believe. Okay. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Sandwich done. Now we are ready for the more optimized Umbreon hunt. After almost an hour and a half, we're now ready to optimize Umbreon hunting. Okay. Here we go. Should give us, yeah, Sparkling Dark, Encounter Dark. So let's see if we can find another thing. Here. Despawn all those guys. So we can respawn more Umbreons. One with the wall. I mean, realistically, even if it does become one with the wall, it's not like I'm really going to notice. Specifically because I don't check the ones in the wall. And unless I actually see it, like, I won't feel, like, too distraught about it. I will be sad if, like, in all actuality, the shiny ones have been spawning in the wall. That'd be a very unfortunate circumstance. But we can hope that it's just, like, right out here, right in the middle of the open. Yellow. And who knows, at this point, we might just get 3 shiny Danos before we get 1 shiny Umbreon. Can we finish the shiny Hydreigon line before we finish Umbreon? And Umbreon's just itself. Well, realistically, we do still have to do Eevee, so I guess technically the entire line won't be finished until then, but... How many shiny Danos can we find before we find our first shiny Umbreon? So far, we are at a count of 1. As long as the Umbreon's not spawning in the wall. No. It's like that one really wants to spawn inside the wall. No. At this point, I'm checking everything. The priority is Umbreon, but if anything else shines, I won't be too hesitant to go get it. Because eventually we are going to need all these shinies anyway. Let's despawn all the distant ones. Purple, purple, yellow, yellow. Oh! Nothing. Nothing but yellow boy, blue boy, purple boys. Oops. Spawn all those. Get ourselves some more Umbreons on the screen. Let's despawn those. Don't fall. Thank you. Alright, that Umbreon fell. That's fine. No shinies so far. Yikes. Okay, it's been less than 5 minutes. It's been less than 5 minutes. But we have had many a sandwich so far. Many a sandwich indeed. Yay. All these little Sableyes in here as well. Don't make it very easy for me. That was blue. Blue, blue, purple, purple. Dang, at this point, Umbreon might take longer than Flareon. Oh! Well, that's not what we're looking for. But I guess we will catch you. It's a different shiny. It would look good in a quick ball. Fantastic. I never actually caught Shiny Sableye. Wash. What the heck does that do? Get in the ball. Brother! He looks like cool dirt. Honestly, I thought he would be like a little bit... Okay. I thought he'd be like a little bit of a better yellow. But, I mean... the shiny nonetheless. Alright, excellent. So far we found 2 other shinies that aren't Umbreon. Fantastic. I'm gonna need to organize my box after this. Okay, we'll just despawn them all right now. Then respawn them. Here we go. This time, for sure, next one, next shiny Umbreon. For sure. There can't possibly be anything else that wants to shine more than Umbreon right now. Right. There's no other possible outcome. Except for shiny Umbreon, right? Right, guys? We can't possibly find another shiny Dano or another shiny Sableye before we find shiny Umbreon. I really wish I could tell you King Endflame. I mean, we do have a level 3 Sparkling Dark Sandwich, so it does help. But Umbreon should be the one with the better odds of finding, since it is in the outbreak. Like, the Shining Sandwich only brings it down to like 1 in 683. Whereas with the outbreak, it's 1 in 512. So, I mean, fairly decent odds for everything in this cave. But Umbreon does have the slight edge. I also just feel like some of these shinies are like a lot easier to find than other ones. That could be shiny Medicham before. No, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I don't want to find a shiny Medicham. I've never found a shiny Medicham either, though. So, as much as I wouldn't want to see it, you know. As much as I wouldn't want to see it, I've never had one. I would say the only other possibility with like the night cycle is finding like a shiny Hariyama, but it looks like only 2 of them like spawn in the area. So if we can fade those 2 spawn points, then we won't find a shiny Hariyama. I feel like we're like almost at risk of finding another shiny Dano before we find a another shiny Sableye. Which, I mean, I don't exactly have any bias. I don't want to miss any shiny. Umbreon's just the priority at this moment. But Umbreon's not acting like it's the priority right now, so... to punish it, we're catching all these other shinies. And just repping how good it is to be a shiny, you know? Brother almighty. I'm like really thinking that maybe the shiny hit spawned inside the rock. No, Hariyama, don't be shiny. You're not allowed. Hariyama is not allowed to be a shiny. Not right now. Hariyama can wait to be a shiny after we've already caught Shiny Umbreon. No, 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 no. Well. Yeah, Umbreon's really resisting being a shiny right now. He's kind of like in his angsty teen era, you know? His defiant era. Where he just doesn't want to give us what we want, you know? I think he's basically saying, we've had it too good so far. Some of the previous evolutions were just too easy for us to find. So he really just doesn't want us to be a shiny. I'm not as mad as he's... I mean, Eevee's last, technically. We haven't even found Shiny Eevee yet. And if he didn't want to be last, then he should have outbroken before all the other ones. He should have given us an outbreak before we started hunting for all the other Eevees. Oh, it looks like it's about to turn to daytime as well. That's not good. That's no bueno. No bueno. How much time we got left in this hour? About some sort of minutes. Math is not mathing right now. It's a regular Umbreon. Is there any shiny in the background? Any shiny in the background? Any... Nope. Any shinies down here, maybe? Quite possibly hiding in the court? No? Okay. No, no, no. Okay. No, okay. No, not even Shiny Day, no. Yeah, Umbreon is really being defiant right now. And that's not even like his ability. I'm glad at least that the shiny is pretty visible from the regular one. So as long as I'm able to like scan through the cave, I should realistically be able to see it. And if I don't, then it's just a sad time. It's like, it's one thing that we're able to get a decent amount of them to spawn. But it's another when there's just not a shiny. Like, we've definitely encountered, like, a wide amount of them. We've definitely encountered a wide amount of them already. I can't imagine why. I'm almost thinking like, you know, maybe they capped my game. Maybe they were like, hey, you already have 2 shiny Umbreons, we can't give you any more. Because this is the same cave where I found my initial 2 shiny Umbreons. Maybe the game's just giving me the big ol' middle finger? Who knows? Who knows? I guess the quick tally check. Do we think we're going to find another shiny Dano before we find a shiny Umbreon? That is the big question plaguing my mind right now. And I mean Dano specifically. Because we already found one. If we wanted... Okay, that's the same line. If we wanted to complete that line, we just need 2 more. But I'm not gonna actively try and promote Dano. It's a cool shiny. Hydreigon is a sick Pokemon, but Umbreon is where my favorite is. Where my priority is. Trying to sweet talk the Umbreon and it's not working. Gosh, I really hope Shiny Eevee doesn't take this long. Now, the first time I shiny hunted for this, it definitely did not take this long. Oh, yeah. Let's despawn all the stuff over there. Respawn some more Umbreons. Maybe respawn a shiny Umbreon? Ooh, maybe... I just need to knock out some more? That can always be a solution. The more Umbreons we knock out, maybe the more... What the... I'm like worried that it's just like daytime because I don't see a lot of them spawning anymore. Is it about to turn daytime or something? Are they all in the walls? I can't freaking tell. Oh. That is a blue Dano. Not exactly the most helpful. Oh. Yeah, how? How long is the shiny Umbreon gonna hide? Do I reach the point of saying it doesn't exist? And then it'll spawn? Do I have to resort to that now? When hunting for shiny starters, that always helped. Just gotta pretend that it doesn't exist, and then I'll be like, oh no, I'm actually right here. That was a day now. Oh, wow, wow, wow. See, the sad part of that, we're getting tons of them to actually spawn. Unlike Sylveon. But we still haven't found a shiny. Let's spawn more up here, yes. Although, can like one of you be a shiny when I try to get some of you to spawn? No, okay. Worth the shot, worth the shot, worth the shot. Oh. Ah. Oh. Holy spit. It's almost looking like we're gonna be headed to our next sandwich. It do be looking like it's another sandwich type of situation. God, that would be scary. If that one was shiny on top of that rock and it just immediately despawned, I would have been fuming. Because how are you even supposed to react to those ones where they just like spawn and immediately despawn? How does one even react to that? Well, oh, Hariyama, if you become a shiny, I will probably just catch you. I'll be sad. Unless we, like, find you and shiny you. What'll happen if I have two shinies spawn in at, like, different ends of the cave? What does one do then? I guess we should probably worry about finding the first one before we think about finding two at the same time. Hmm. Oh. Oh, and it's daytime in the game. No, that's just regular to land it. Well, I believe we found the shiny Sableye, and I think I saved immediately after, but we'll just save again just in case. So we can go to 550. $550. And then that'll make it nighttime in the game. What's going on, Flipdick man? How are you doing? We are desperate to try and get shiny Umbreon. So far, we found one shiny Dano and one shiny Sableye. Hatching some Hisuian Growlithe eggs? Ooh. Good luck with hatching. Oh my... Yeah! Alright. Hang on, chat. I will be right back in a sec. Sorry, give me 1 second. Oh my god! Oh my god. Okay. I gotta go lift some things. Yeah, 3 minutes is okay. Set a picnic. Catch my breath. Hopefully we find some more. Well, I can't really say more. Hopefully we find a shiny Umbreon. Okay. Look at these. This time... We'll try spicy bitter? I don't know. I feel like using different Urban Mystica doesn't actually help. This is just more for my mental. We've gotten good at making sandwiches, though. That's a good benefit. Holy cow. Oh, the amount of running I had to do. Do I want a good sandwich recipes? I mean, I've got this guide up that has Sparkling 3 sandwiches where I don't need to use like the specific one because I'm kind of low on salty, and all the like level 3 sparkling sandwiches that I see require like at least one salty Herba Mystica. But because I'm low on it, I try and like restrict the amount of salty Herba Mystica that I actually use. Eventually, once we get better raids out again, I will need to grind for more. I mean, realistically, I could even just go with like a level 2 encounter sandwich, but so far without finding a shiny Umbreon within like almost 2 hours, I think we need more. We need to keep the sparkling power for it. Oh. No. Yeah. I looked up at all the recipes. None of them actually use bitter Herba Mystica, but all of them have at least one salty Herba Mystica. Which I've also noticed it's like sometimes very hard to find like salty Herba Mystica. Are any of those green? No. I did also notice when the Gengar raids were happening, I got like a ton of bitter Herba Mystica during that time. I was like a little bit excited, but then I looked at all the recipes like, wait, none of them actually really use bitter. Not to mention getting a ton of sour and sweet ones because they can't go together. You should use burger, green pepper, tomato, and ingredient depending on the type, and any two herbs. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the one... Oh, there it is! Oh, we finally found one! It only took almost 2 hours. Oh gosh, everybody's flocking me. Yeah! Yes! We finally found one. Why is the camera turning that way? That's so awkward. Excellent. It would look fantastic. Oh no, we need to catch this one on the luxury ball. We saved beforehand, so that's fantastic. So we'll false swipe. Okay. I can't handle these ones that heal. Here we go, Izodi, you are here! For the difficult hunt. Okay. But yeah, all the recipes that I found used one pickle, one cucumber, and then 3 of whatever ingredient needs to be a part of it. Better than the ones that use double it? Yeah, true. That's like the main worry. I'd rather it heals just so I can at least keep using false swipe on it. But still, it does take a significantly longer time. Especially since we're trying to catch them all in luxury balls. This is great. Lovely blue color. Drop you back 1 HP. Oh! This might be a long one. It really sucks because like I'm the type of guy that will like go into a battle, immediately throw a ball, and pray it catches. Oh, now you start balls. Sailors are so they can double edge or explode. Honestly, I have Surlage. I need to find a shiny one so that I can use that. But I know at least for like the explosion types, I definitely want to get something that has the damp ability. Okay, I swap into Breloom so that we can use Spore, put this guy to sleep, and then we'll catch this guy in a luxury ball. But yeah, eventually I will need to find another a shiny Sharkadet and a shiny Pokemon that knows Damp for when we have to do all those other ones. All those, yes! Let's go! For all those other hunts. I know Minior knows Explosion, and I'd be very sad to find a shiny Minior just to have it explode. Cool because you have Violet? That's pretty nice. So... how much time we got left? We got 24 minutes. I'm going to organize my box after. We're going to see if we can find another one. Just because we have a lot of time in this sandwich. Yeah, I have a friend that owns a copy of Violet. So all I really need to do is just have him trade me the armor piece for it. And then we can get a shiny Surlage. But yeah, since I have Scarlet, I have I still only have like a regular armor-ish. It is cute. The inside shiny too, just the outside. The outside, it's completely the same as all the other ones, but the inside is where the shiny variant you'll find. So there's like some trick that you can do in order to figure out if you have a shiny on your screen, but for the most part, I'm probably just gonna have to auto battle any outbreaks that I have, just to see if there's like a shiny encased in one of the Miniors. Because that's currently the only other way that you can find out if it's a shiny or not. It's by auto battling it, or I mean realistically I can encounter every single one of them, but that's gonna take a lot of time. Spring deer in the looks like you make me jump every time I see it because it's pink. Yeah, I got lucky on one of the starter Pokemon hunts that I was doing. I was hunting for Squirtle, and as I was about to despawn all the deerling that was like on the other side, I noticed one of them was like pink. I think it was an autumn deerling though. So it wasn't the fully pink one. Eventually I will have to do all the different forms of it. But I was lucky to find at least one shiny deerling, but I think it was autumn form. I could check. I just have to remember which box I put him in. Yeah, Minior is going to be one of those tough encounters because it's like you either know the special trick to it or you just auto battle all of them. But I guess there's also like technically shiny forms of each colored form, but they're all the same color shiny. Yeah, so I think they have like different variants of shiny, but they're all the same color. It'll just say red form, but it'll be like the same black color. The more of these guys I find, the more pixel/edge on the model I can count. That's kind of rough. We got shiny Zoro, so I'm not entirely waiting for Ditto or Minior. Zoro is a pretty nice shiny. I really like Zoro as Hisuian form probably the most. Just because I'm a big fan of like the snowy type of look that it has. I'm kind of worried for whenever I have to do that. Eventually, it's going to have to be a thing. Actually, I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried about having to do it, because I feel like as long as I have, like, a shiny sandwich and, like, we're encountering in that area, it shouldn't be too hard of a find. Not as much as Zoroark. Ooh, Zoroark looks so good. I like the regular Zoroark as well. Actually, I think all forms of Zoroark are pretty sick. Like, looking, especially since I play, like, the Pokemon TCG, looking at, like, the special art for Hisuian Zorua V, it looks so good on the card. It almost makes me want to, like, play it. Sage Blue and the shiny instead of purple. I kind of like the purple. I do agree that I think having it as a black and blue shiny would probably be more thematic than having it change to purple. As opposed to, like, you know, having, like, the black and red counterpart to it. Or even, like, the white and red counterpart to it. I think even in its Hisuian form, it's like, it turns white and purple. Oh gosh, and then after this, we're gonna have to find a freaking Eevee outbreak. Then we're done with Eeveelutions. Oh, my mind is getting kind of messed up. Yeah, eventually, there's like an entire, I wouldn't say an entire plan, but there's like a big list of like group shinies that I still have to do. Like, once we finish Eeveelutions, I'm probably gonna go after the Shiny Paradox Pokemon. Eevee's Eye 2025 Shiny Bingo card. Nice! I started to do Eeveelutions like at the beginning of this year, because since I play the TCG, the next holiday set, quote unquote, that comes out in the English is the Eeveelution set. And so I wanted to catch all the Eeveelutions before that set released. Just sort of as like a, hey, new Eeveelution TCG set, I got all the different shiny variants for it. Look at this type thing, you know? Ooh. So I'm very excited for the cards that come out. But I still got like another hour or so. Got a lot of time on this sandwich. I might Back, you got a donut. Welcome back, King Enderflame. We got a shiny Umbreon. It only took us about 2 hours to get one. And luckily, it wasn't spawning inside of the wall. I'm kind of debating. I should probably, if I wanted to save a lot of time, I could just start resetting for Eevee outbreaks. But I really want to see if I can find anything else, since I have a lot of time on the sandwich. At this point, I'd be fine with finding a shiny Hariyama now. I don't know. I might give it a little bit of time. I saw with this card. I put 3 Stern Shield ones on there, and if he's doing like Tynamo and Poliwhirl. Dude, Tynamo is gonna be so rough. I feel like Tynamo is gonna be the one where it's like, you know, start putting the magnifying glass up to the monitor and be like, is that a shiny? I can barely tell. Yeah, I only really started shiny hunting in October. October of last year was when I first started shiny hunting, and I started with the shiny starters. And doing the Masuda for the Paldean starters probably took the longest time for all of them. All in all, I think it was only a horrible process because Fuecoco itself took 3,300 eggs, or no, 3,141 eggs to get all 3. But Fuecoco, no, Sprigatito was like within 600 eggs, I hatched 4 shiny Sprigatitos. So I was very excited for that. Alright, I'm gonna do like one more pass by. And if I don't see anything shine, then we're gonna just start resetting for Eevee outbreaks. That's not intimidating at all. I mean, I'm not looking forward to all like the small shinies or even ones that are like only slightly different in color. Like the Garchomp. Well, I guess with Garchomp we could just find a bunch of Gibbles, and Gibble's like a relatively easy shiny to spot. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna save. Actually, I should probably move all the stuff in the box. We're gonna just reset for Eevee outbreaks. Shiny Dano, you can move no here. Cerulege, get back over here. Sableye, you can move here. And Umbreon, nope, Umbreon. And we're gonna rename you Coffee. For all the dark coffee drinkers out there. We're really gonna miss out with Wooper like 30 eggs, but this one ain't so easy. Yeah, Masuda is like super hard, I've come to learn. For like the first Fuecoco that I was doing, I thought I was doing it wrong. And so I was like, man, this shiny Fuecoco really doesn't want to spawn out. Let's see. Normal encounter sandwich. So in order to get better number 34 or 35? 34 or 35. Ah! Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. So let me just see where Eevee outbreaks actually happen. Well, actually, we just need to sit where the Eevee can be caught. So I think Eevee can be found over here. Eevee. There you are. Habitat. Oh, we can go to Larry's town. Let's do that. I'm gonna save here. By Cortando. I think that's where I am. Now, I know there's a couple different places where you can find the Eevee outbreaks. Yeah, we're already at Cortando. It should be okay. I'm going to make... Let's save. Set up a picnic. I'm looking for sandwich number 34. Sandwich number 34. 34, encounter power, normal level 2. Perfect. So, this is an easy way to get outbreaks, I've come to learn. Gonna stack the tomatoes. The rice over here, jalapenos. And just hang out over there. Woo! Hello, Lemmicock. It's going well. We found ourselves a shiny Umbreon. So, the last one we need is Eevee. Make it a little bit bigger. So far, while we were shiny hunting for Umbreon, we found an extra shiny Sableye and a shiny Dano while we were in the cave. But now, all we need is shiny Eevee, and then we're completely done with the Eeveelution line. So far it's going really well. All that's left is trying to reset for outbreaks now, and seeing if we can get an Eevee outbreak. So let's go ahead. And this is probably going to be the longest part of actually trying to hunt. Oops. So Eevee, it looks like it can outbreak in 2 different areas. So we're going to look through here, and then we're going to look through Larry's place to see if we can get that shiny Eevee encounter. Or the Eevee outbreak. Oops. But other than that, you know, so far the year's been going pretty well. Since the No, it's just a toddler right on top of me. Since the start of this year, what day is it? Okay, it's not actually the 10th. I know, like, the first hunt of the year, we actually caught majority of the Eevees that we needed. Eevee shouldn't take too long, right? I would hope so. I still haven't seen an Eevee outbreak yet. So I think trying to get an outbreak for it is going to be the longest part. At least I'd like to believe so. Because Umbreon outbreak didn't take too long. Did not want to do that. But it took us like 2 hours to find our first Umbreon. That's a Golduck. So ideally finding an Eevee outbreak hopefully won't take too long. Because I don't want to be resetting outbreaks for the rest of stream, to be perfectly honest. But if we can finish this line, then that means on Thursday, I can start working on Paradox Pokemon. But how's your day going so far? So far, everything's been pretty chill today. So far. I'm really curious to see if we get, like, another Vaporeon outbreak. Because initially, when we were resetting for some of the other Eeveelutions, we got, like, 9 other Vaporeon outbreaks before we got anything else. And it feels like Vaporeon spawn everywhere. 4.5 boxes left to hatch, and good luck, sir. I remember the grind of having to hatch eggs. Luckily, in, like, this area, there's a lot of places where I can just run in a circle, and it makes it easier to hatch. So I'd spend, like, 2 hours collecting eggs, and then, like, another 3 hours just hatching them. Back when I was doing Masuda. Just doing the same thing over and over and hope there's a different outcome. Are you trying to shiny hunt for something specifically? The only thing that I'm currently dreading right now is eventually when I have to go to Legend... No, not Legends. Dynamax Adventures. Because I've only done it once, and I've only done the tutorial as my one time. So I don't know how easy it is to actually do it. Seeing Growlithe. Yeah, honestly, Hisuian Growlithe is such a good mon. I was really happy when they released it for Legends Arceus. It's just got such a cute design. And then especially the special art card that it has. So cute. What is... Okay, we got Iggly buffs. We'd be getting Iggly buffs and Jiggly buffs. And I keep turning my console percentage off. Surely this doesn't take forever. As you can see, you're better at Dynamax. We'll see. Because, I mean, I'm also just, like, not very good at battling in general. So oftentimes when my friend wants me to battle him, I'll just tell him no, because I'm no good at battling. I just have a lot of luck. I just have luck sometimes. And it's definitely going to have to be a process. Let's try to hunt Shiny Kyurem in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Nice. Sick Pokemon, sick Shiny. I'm really looking forward to once I get the chance to Shiny hunt for legendaries. You're working on VGC with Hariyama at one point, but it never finished. Yeah, honestly, VGC seems like so difficult. Because it's like, you have to understand, like, Pokemon abilities, the interactions between moves and such. Like, I think there's just too many different variables that are working together in tandem with the Pokemon VGC. I think that's, like, my biggest drawback on it. It's a Pyroar. Tandem-like mouse, exactly. You can't have one mouse without the other, and you can't have Pokemon VGC without abilities, and weakness, and typing, and stats, EVs and IVs. Okay. There's a lot more going on than Tandem Mouse, actually, now that I think about it. See, I think for me, I just really like the TCG just because I like playing card games. And it's like everything is like relatively out in the open. So I don't need to worry about like how they put in like EVs and IVs into their Pokemon and such. After a while, I actually come good at it fun. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fun. I think for me, it's just I don't have a lot of time to put into like VGC competitively, especially since I play the TCG. Incineroar is good, Cherum bad. Okay. I mean, I feel like well, I'm a huge fire type trainer. So for me, it's like Incineroar was always good. Whether the VGC accepts him or not. I'm in full belief that every Pokemon is burnable. So I'm like big on fire types. Bob Birdie, that is not what we're looking for. Yeah, I think the downside that I have with like competitive VGC is that I don't have oh no. Messed that up. Need to fix this. I get 11. Yeah, there we go. Fixed. Poison Believer's winning because of Salazzle. Yeah, the hardest thing that I have when it comes to like the VGC is knowing all the typings and like what's weakness, what's resistant, and then the different abilities that a Pokemon can have. I know it's definitely a thing where the more you do it, the more you'll understand. So for me, it's just more of, can I allocate time to trying to play the Pokemon VGC? But because I spend a lot of time playing the TCG, I don't have like too much time to allocate to the VGC. Dunsparce, that's not the normal type we're looking for. At some point, I'd like to like sit down and learn more and like try to retain the information. Smoliv, not the one before. I like to, at some point, retain the information to like do better with like battling in VGC and stuff. It's just a matter of how much time can I spend trying to learn it all. This is a decent chunk. I like watching Wolfie VGC, but for me, a lot of the stuff just sort of flies over my head whenever he like talks about EVs and IVs. I think that's like the downside that I have. That's like the major downside I have is like EVs and IVs on a Pokemon. Random Alolan Exeggutor. You get a random Alolan Exeggutor from one of your eggs? Is it shiny at least? It is shiny! Ooh! I mean, you'd probably rather it be a Growlithe, a Hisuian Growlithe, but I mean, I'll take it. Eminence in the Shadow, that sounds pretty good. Oh, I loved Eminence in the Shadow. I definitely felt a little weird about how the main character doesn't treat sort of like the situation as if he's living in it, but sort of as like wanting to be a background character, which I find a little bit odd with it. But overall, I really did enjoy like the entire anime. Still pretty good. I mean, yeah, shiny is a shiny. I will definitely gladly take a shiny Alolan Exeggutor as well. So far in this game, I only have a regular one. But one day, we will find a shiny Alolan Exeggutor whenever we decide to try and hunt for it. Applet. Yeah, I'm trying to see, at least for the animes of like this year, I'm trying to see what is currently released. I know Solo Leveling Season 2 also just popped up. That's also where part of my time goes, is watching anime. So a lot of my time and memory go to all different parts of different things. I feel like once I do more like Dynamax adventures... Oh, there we go! Eevee! Yes! Eevee! Okay. I'm going to save. And we are going to... bike. Alright. This is our chance to finish Eeveelutions tonight, baby. Eevee. Ooh. Where are the Eevees at, though? Where? There's one Eevee, which is a star. Okay, doesn't want to hit the Eevee. That's fine. Alright, good night, King Enderflame. Hope you have a good night. There's one Eevee. Oh, no. This is the same as like when we did Sylveon. 2. Not a very good outbreak spot. 3. 4. You try to choose up a shiny like. Nah, that's when you find more. 4. See, now you get to find both of them. 5. 6. You gotta enhance your shiny luck so that you find all the shinies. This is a spot of all time for Eevees. Oh my gosh. If you put OC Trap actually did it right and made it interesting. True. I definitely don't care too much about like OP MC just going throughout the story. What? Where's all the Eevees? Eevee. We've only knocked out, what, 6? 6 Eevees. Bruh. There we go. 7. This is gonna be just like when we hunted for Sylveon on Saturday. 8. Oh no. This might be a long one. Well, we're gonna stick with it because I don't want to reroll for more. Oh gosh. Might be a mistake. I just like that I get spammed with messages. 9. Eventually we will get to 60. It'll be the longer process, but eventually we will get there. Oh, yeah, you think you can escape me? 10. I don't know what a shiny U looks like, but I don't think you are it. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. It's a good thing we only need 1 now. 11. Because it seems like only 1 is gonna be spawning at a time. Okay. Have any anime recommendations? I would probably have to think. $11. I would need to see the list that I've like been watching in front of me. 12. Because there's a lot of like isekai animes that I actually quite enjoy, where they're not like a traditional isekai where it's like, you know, main character in class gets like transported into the other world and then they're just like lost and stuff. 13. 14. Don't hit the Iggly buffs. 15. Yeah, once I knock out 60, whenever that day comes, I'll look at my list and see what I got. 17. 18. We're just gonna keep spawning 1 at a time. 19. Holy cow. 20. A third of the way there. $31. No, 21. And 31. It's literally just gonna be this 1 Eevee spawning the entire time. 22. 23. 24. Think about replaying Platinum and using Pokemon you never use. That sounds fun. 25. I really enjoyed playing Platinum. 26. I think Ruby was probably the main game that I really got caught up in playing. 27. 28. Maybe Legends Arceus? That's right, Legends Arceus is a fun game. I tried getting back to it, but I completely don't remember the controls. 29. Eventually I will. I am like working on getting the deck's done in that game. 30. That time I got reincarnated, like, ooh, that's a good one. I really love that anime. $31. Because even though it's like the main character is OP, he's not like out trying to flaunt how strong he is, you know? 32. It's really cool how like they can get these characters to, like build their own small communities in the anime. 33. Oh, one that I can recommend off the top of my head is Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy. I think that's 34. That one's a really good one. $35. I'm just bullying this one spot. $36. Ay, ay, ay. 37. $38. 39. Well, at least you can see if like the one that spawns in will be shiny. 40. Yippee. Dude, this is so rough. Who allows these outbreak locations to be a thing? Like, who approved this at Nintendo? There we go, we got 2. 41. 42. 43. 44. One anime I'm trying to catch up on is One Piece. I'm kind of close-ish, but not really. 45. I think I'm like 600 something. It's good so far. I enjoy it. When the one Eevee don't spawn. 46. People yappy and meaning. Yeah. 47. I think it's cause like they did all the action in the previous one when they had like the last demon head part of the circle there. I lost count. I think that's 48. I'm gonna hope it's 49. But I do like how they have like all the different like festivals happening in like the town and stuff. So at least that's been enjoyable. 50. And Shiny starts getting long. I started kind of losing. Start talking to the Pokemon. Yeah, whenever it starts getting long, I start to threaten the Pokemon. 31. Yeah, I have my own stages of grief when it comes to not finding shinies. 2. At a certain point, I'll just start thinking that they're not real. 3. Oh. We've run out of Eevees. Uh-oh. I have broken the one that normally spawn. There you are. 4. 5. Yeah. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. You gotta communicate with the other Pokemon to bring the shinies to you. It's just those communication skills you need to have. 6. It's like right now, I need all these Pokemon to start spawning more Eevees. 7. Gosh, this is atrocious. 8. 9. It's just worse that there's so many other mons here. 10. And then I always do my bonus +1. Okay. Stop, Caesar. Let's save now that we knocked out 61. And we can finally ignore these things. Oh, where's... It's a good spot. Let me see. What is... I don't even have my arrows. Cerulege or Armor. I personally like Armarouge, but I think in terms of like practicality, Cerulege is probably better. Tofu. Do I have tofu? I do. Tofu, salt, sour. You know what, Eevee? You are worth it. Tofu +1 salt and 1 sour. I'm still left with at least 1. I don't know. I think they both look really cool, to be honest. So realistically, I could go either one. But I think overall, I prefer the look of Armarouge. Although, Cerulege does look really sick. I like the Mega Man Blaster. Okay, let's see if I can even find one. I don't have my anime list here anymore. Forgot I got rid of that. Normal sandwich. This is going to be the worst Eevee spawning spot I've ever seen. Alright. Keep your eyes peeled for... At this point, keep your eyes peeled for any sort of Eevee. I touched that. No, it doesn't necessarily despawn everything. Ah, there we go. We got 2 of them. 2 regular ones to spawn. At this point, we're gonna check everything. We're checking everybody. This realistically seems to be the only spot I can probably get Eevees to spawn in. Maybe over here? But probably not. Alright, we're just gonna focus on the one that just spawns over here. This is awful. It's just gonna be one singularly spawning every time until it becomes a shiny. Oh, there was 2 that time. What if I sit like out here? Oh, we got more of them spawning up on the ledge. Oh, there's 3. Oh, there's 4. We figured it out, boys. Now the Eevees come flooding in. 1, 2. So we need to stand at like this bush. The Eevees will never see us coming. Now what happened to all the other Eevees? Am I spawning anything else? This is probably going to be a long one. I probably should have just reset for a better outbreak spot. But we are here now. Kill the Eevee. I've already knocked out 60 Eevees. I don't need any more. If I knock out any more, then the hunt's gonna go away. I actually got quite lucky with Cyndaquil. Because... oh, look, there's more. Because in the last wave that I did Cyndaquil, I actually found 2 in the shiny in the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know how many actually spawn. Cyndaquil, no pout. Really? 12 sandwiches and no shiny Cyndaquil. That's kind of rough. I think I had like decent luck on it. I don't know. I have the amount of time it took me to actually find it. But it was definitely less than 12 sandwiches. I will tell you that. It was one of those where I was like so worried about it, but after actually like doing it, I got into like a decent groove of being able to like work out trying to get how many to spawn. And at a certain point, we just started to get some of them. Like, I think the first day I tried doing it, we found 2. And then the second day, I found 2 in the one sandwich that I did. Well, it wasn't the first sandwich I did, but... the one time that it spawned for me, there was 2 of them within that wave. We are one with the bush. No Eevees will elude me. Hopefully. Unless they like spawn up there. Then I can't really see them. But no Eevees down here will elude me. Typically, we do get fairly lucky when it comes to shinies, so I'm hoping that maybe even with this bad spot, we can make the best out of this situation. You see, look, now we've gotten to a point where we can get more than 1 to spawn. But it is definitely still a variable on how many will actually spawn. Like shaking the magic 8 ball. Sometimes you just gotta move around and find like the right spot. Yeah, I can't imagine that this will be fast. I'll be perfectly honest. The worst thing that I can think of right now is if I just don't see it because of the tall grass area that it's in. So I'm scared that it like blend in with the background. That's like the only thing I'm currently worried about. I need to refresh this thing so that I can actually see it on my second monitor. Go. Okay, now we're limited to 3 spawning. Eevee. Eevee. Oops. I feel like I definitely got luckier on a lot of the starter Pokemon. Because for the longest time, we actually only did, like, the Blueberry Academy meal. And that gave us, like, the level 1 Sparkling power. And that gave us, like, a decent amount of shinies for what we were working with. Like, I don't think I started using shiny Urban Mystica sandwiches until, like, almost halfway. Oh! There it is! Oh! How fast was that? How fast was that? Less than 8 minutes! Even with this awful spawning spot, we found a shiny Eevee. Get in the luxury ball. First try. Please. Dang it. I can't imagine that it'll have something that'll knock itself out, right? I can't imagine that it'll have something that'll knock itself out. So, this became a pretty profitable hunt, not gonna lie. This is like more of an AFK hunt than when I was hunting for shiny Torchic. Eevee, can you just stay in the ball? I need to spam A or something? Do I need to spam A? Yeah, I need to spam A, apparently. Allegedly. There we go. Eeveelutions officially done. But let's see if we can get more Eevees. Because honestly, this is pretty AFK. Why is there's an Eevee in the mountain? Okay. It actually works really well. Once we finish the sandwich, then I'll probably end it there, but let's see if we can get another one. And if we do, then we can put him in the giveaway box whenever we get that chance. Eventually. Yeah, honestly, I feel like I'm super lucky majority of the time. A lot of the shinies that come up, I feel like whenever new people come into the chat, a lot of the shinies show up faster. Like when you showed up, Fliptic Man, Shiny Umbreon almost instantly came out the moment that you showed up. And then with you guys still here, we found a shiny Eevee. I honestly thought this was going to take a lot longer because we finally found a way to get more of them to spawn. Unfortunately, it's still quite a variable to try and get them to spawn. You need something like that, not gonna lie. Honestly, sometimes it just feels like streamer luck. I feel like a lot of things that are very gacha, whenever I stream, it like multiplies the amount of luck I have by a certain degree. So I am in full belief that streamer luck is a real thing. Some people may tell you otherwise. I don't believe them. Oh, but this is great. I guess the only time I didn't have streamer luck was when I was Masuda methoding for the shiny Paldean starters. Because those we did not find for the longest time. Because free advertising. I mean, sometimes, you never know, you never know. That Jigglypuff looks weird. That Jigglypuff looks weird. No, never mind, it's regular. I guess the shiny variant has green eyes as opposed to the blue eyes. Sometimes it could be free advertisement. And it still has a lot of confidence in that. Yeah. I'm sorry, but egg hunts are like I spent a solid, what, like month and a half. I spent like a solid month just trying to get one Fuecoco. At least it felt like. Eventually it got to a point where I decided that, okay, I need to start hatching eggs while I'm not streaming as well, just so I can try and speed up the process. But you just have to believe eventually it will happen. Eventually you'll find a groove that works for you. Like for me, I spent 2 hours getting eggs and then another 3 hours hatching the eggs. And I did that for like, I don't know, 5 days a week-ish? 5, 6, mostly 5 days a week. And eventually, the shiny will hatch. True. Yeah, I definitely would like to spend a lot of time phasing to other hunts. Because sometimes doing like the same hunt over and over just sort of like melts your brain. It melts mine whenever I try and do it. Because I tried doing like hunts that like lasted for the month. Since I've like only recently started, you know. I haven't had like such a big hunt except for the Paldean starters are probably the biggest one so far. And even during that time, it like felt like it started melting my brain. Just getting 2 hours worth of eggs, hatching it within 3 hours, and then doing that back and forth for like 5 to 6 days a week. Eventually, it almost felt like a work schedule. Okay, so this is actually kind of like a Cyndaquil situation. There's like one spawn point. The only difference is that we can see the spawn point from here. Not too bad. Woo! What's going on, Fang? We actually just finished. It took us 2 hours to find one shiny Umbreon, and it took us less than 8 minutes to find our first shiny Eevee. Although this area, I will say, is absolutely atrocious. Because so far, this outbreak, the Eevee can only spawn in that one spot, and I have to keep making sure that whatever Eevee is there has to move. But other than that, we've officially completed all the Eeveelutions. So I'm still working on ripping up the shiny starter video that I'm gonna hopefully be done by this weekend. And then the Eeveelution video, cut it up, finish editing by next week. Thank you, thank you. But now we've got Paradox Pokemon on Thursday. Yeah. Honestly, being able to like AFK hunt this is kind of nice now. As long as it moves. This is almost like a Cyndaquil hunt, except you can actually like see them. But other than that, like it's been going well. Just gonna get that even to move. Get that even to move. Like, we finished all the starters before the year ended. Now we finished all the Eeveelutions as early as I possibly would have liked. Now I'm hoping Paradox Pokemon don't take too long. I'm also still working on finishing my Pokemon Sword Pokedex. Because there are still some that I'm missing, and eventually, once I get that finished, then I can start thinking about doing legendaries in Dynamax Adventures. And that'll be a whole different process that I'm gonna have to figure it out. That's a regular Eevee. Yeah. Yeah. I remember when the game first came out, and when I did the first playthrough of it, It took me forever to find a roaring moon, but eventually I found one. So I at least know how to do that hunt. Now I just need to go back and record it. So hopefully it won't be too bad trying to do it a second time. I also got my Violet copy close to the same spot. Well, I wouldn't say the same spot because I don't have the DLC on my second Switch, but I've got my Pokemon Violet at least past Area 0, so we can also do those ones. So hopefully, I'm hoping Roaring Moon gives us not too much of a hard time, but I'm also very low on Urban Mystica, so eventually I'm gonna need them to like drop a new raid where I can like grind out Urban Mystica. But how's your night been going so far? Honestly, I've had like so many different distractions today that I'm surprised we even got the Eevees done today. But we only had 2 of them left. So I made sure that we only had like these last 2 left. 11 and a half, 11 and a half. Dun, 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 dun. Been decent ransom damage. We got a shiny raccoon for that. Nice, nice. Always love just seeing a shiny. Yeah, I'm not too well versed in Dynamax Adventures. I've only done the tutorial so far. Full odds resets for Wimpod on Ultra Sun. That seems rough. Doing any type of full odd hunting seems really rough. How's it been going so far? Nothing yet? Are you like far into it as well? Probably can't beat you like a few days ago. Yeah, I can imagine that taking quite a while. Less than an hour ago? Okay. It's a bright new challenge that will hopefully not soak up too much time. Yeah, right now I'm trying to make sure that there's at least a schedule of what shiny... What the heck? Eventually, I need to figure out other stuff to hunt for. Took 3 weeks, over 25... Bleh. That's... I can't imagine trying to do that many hunts, or that many resets for it. The only time I've ever tried to like soft reset was like in an older game for a starter, and I gave up after like 3 days while I was on vacation. I can't imagine going 3 weeks of soft resetting. That's crazy. You're too stubborn to give up. If only, if only, if only. Yeah, I think this is like a couple years ago. I had like a threshold. This was like back when I didn't even consider like shiny hunting or anything. So I wasn't as stubborn as I am now. Like now I'm at a point where I'm like I can try and be as stubborn as I want to be. But I do want to try and keep it within reason. Kinda. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of other mons that I have to, like, think about at some point. It doesn't look anything with a non-shiny version. I think that's the worst. It's like there's a super hard shiny that you have to get, and it just doesn't look any different than the original one. Like, I don't think it's too hard for them to, like, create new shiny variants, but come on. At least give it some sort of, like, definition for it, you know? Yeah, I've gotten to a point where I'm like, I want to be able to increase my odds with any game that I'm playing as far as I possibly can, so I can make hunts a little bit easier than it really needs to be. I don't foresee myself doing any kind of like reset full hunts, but eventually the event stuff would be a lot of fun to do. You've hunted it before? So wait, you've caught one previously, and you decided to torture yourself and do another one. At least when you hunted it before, was it easier? I can't imagine wanting to do a different, on the same hunt. Super difficult. Okay, so at least the first time it wasn't, but still, a second, like, why would you need a second one? Unless, like, you lost your first one. 7 minutes left. Let's see if we can find one more. Just have another. Just cause. Just cause. Within a few days. 3 weeks later. Yeah, you were hunted just because. That's crazy dedication. I will give you that. You definitely have a lot more patience than I do. Because I would have given up that hunt a long time ago. Yeah, I wouldn't even, like, 3 weeks. I wouldn't even take... I think the longest hunt that I tried to do was, like, Masudaing for Fuecoco. Especially since, like, I've only started since October, so I don't have exactly that many hunts under my belt. But so far, Fuecoco has been, like, the longest hunt with... I want to say close to... Yeah... A lot of those days are individual, so I could probably sum it up to maybe about, like, 2-ish weeks. Let's have fun, just on the last play, got them both in under a week. That's really nice. Yeah, I'm, like, kinda dreading doing Sword and Shield Dynamax Adventure hunts. But at least I know those odds are, like, one... when I get the Shiny Charm, it's, like, gonna be 1 in 100, so... It's not too bad. I don't even know the shiny odds for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I can't even find my old game. So I know there's like some people that like swear by Dynamax Adventures, and then there's others that swear by Ultra Wormhole hunting. I don't know how to really do Ultra Wormhole hunting. But I finally did the tutorial for Dynamax Adventures, so... And eventually I will get another copy of Pokemon Shield so that I can run 2 switches at the same time. And then hopefully make the legendaries faster. Well, odds since just, can't recall what they are, unfortunately. Yeah, I know there's like a lot of videos out there of people like actually like showing the different odds for wormhole hunting. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to go back and do that since I can't find my old game. Plus I don't even have a 3DS to play it on. So realistically, even if I did want to go back and do that, I would need to find all new hardware again. But I think that's why I just want to sort of stick with Dynamax Adventures, just because it's stuff that I already still have. Apart from Pokemon Shield. Pokemon Shield I will need to get. But I'm trying to work in my head what game I want to have on my Switch. Especially since when the Switch 2 comes out, I'm hoping stuff moves over to that Switch. Like, I think if I ever get to a point where I can, like, financially, like, group shiny hunting with it, I think it'd be a fun thing to do. But as far as currently, since I've only been shiny hunting since October, it's not exactly the most financially sound thing to just dive into. Plus, there's like 1,000 other Pokemon I can still work on first. So, this is all still very casual thing, but it is a goal thing nonetheless. I'm just hoping at some point we can... Eventually, I will need to, like, get a Pokemon Home thing to put them all under. Yeah. That's why I'm, like, working on... I'm probably going to work on Paradox next. And then there's, like, a bunch of other different hunts that I've also thought about working on. Not to mention, I really like the bingo, the shiny bingo thing that Noelle did a couple days ago. That was a lot. That seemed like a really fun idea. Although my friend and I have like a slightly different shiny hunting idea, collaboration, cooperative, competitive thing that we wanted to do. But it definitely seems like a fun way to like get new shiny Pokemon. Because yeah, my friend, he's very big into playing the VGC. He doesn't play competitively or anything, but he likes to battle. So he said he wanted to challenge me to a shiny hunted VGC battle thing. Which eventually I'm going to have to like put some rules together to get it sort of sorted out, but it does sound like a fun thing to do. We can get a bunch of mons that we don't, a bunch of shinies that we don't have, work on a bunch of mons that we actually don't ever use. So it'll give us a chance to like work on like the two different things between it. I don't think we're gonna get another Eevee, but we were lucky enough to... Oh my... As soon as I say that! I love the idea of jinxing myself. Yidaro. Yidaro. Yeah, I'll catch you in a Premier Ball. Oh yeah, it definitely seemed like that they both had a lot of fun during the collab. I'm just hoping that it wasn't too long of a time for either of them. Because I know it was like... What, close to an 8-ish hour stream or something like that? Hello, last minute size, yeah. I was definitely not expecting to find another one anyways. Oh, please. The exact moment that I said that we probably weren't going to find another one. If it doesn't get in the ball, it's going to go to a timer ball at some point. Okay. Eevee, you are level 11. Get in the Premier Ball. Please. Really? Interesting. Because yeah, I've tried to do long streams, and I can only probably get like... I don't know. On a good day, maybe like 5 hours. Alright, timer ball it is. Nice! Oh, my controller's about to die. Yeah. Well, I'm glad it definitely seemed like a fun idea. Put you in the box. I think that's the last of it. I'm gonna despawn them and sit in the bush, and then maybe we'll see if another one spawns when I'm trying to do all this other stuff. Unless the one Eevee just sits on the spawn location. So let me see. This Eevee is the extra one. I want to see if it's marked. This is the one we caught first. So I'm going to name you Milk. So now they're all named after drinks. Oh, and it's marked. Milk the Sociable. Wonderful. And I... Okay, Milk the Sociable doesn't want to have the mark on it. Milk the Sociable... Okay, nope. We do have a couple evolutions. The Umbreon's not marked. He absolutely hates that mark. I don't know many of the marks, but... Oh, there we go. I like this one. The one shiny Sylveon we found has the calmness mark. So it works very well with it. Yeah, honestly, I've seen that mark a lot more than a lot of the other ones that we're looking for. Let me see. Is this one marked? No. No other marks. So currently, this is like all the extra shinies we have. I might need to move some other ones in there, but eventually we'll get to that eventually. Yeah, look at this site. All the shiny starters, fully evolved, bask in the glory, and now we have all the evolutions finally finished. Some of them marked, most of them not. But we will take what we can get. So now I need to figure out what we need to get. Right? I was very proud to get another shiny Cyndaquil and then a shiny Sprigatito. Those are probably my proudest dupes that we have. And then these are also ones that we caught while hunting for other stuff. So we definitely have a whole lot of shinies that I need to organize now. Eventually I will need to organize them. But I think with that, we're gonna end it here for today. I don't stream very long, but I do want to at least finish recording the shiny starter video for YouTube, so that's done by this weekend. Still need to finish your own shiny starter collection. Well, if you wanted easy time hunting, I think the terrarium's pretty fun and easy as long as you either one know where the isolation spots are or two get a bunch of outbreaks. So eventually I will be releasing the shiny starter video. I'm hoping to get it done by this week. So hopefully by Saturday that video will be like done and ripped over. Yeah. Honestly, this hunt felt kind of like Cyndaquil just because... Oh, now it's moved. There's like one spawn spot and you have to hope that it doesn't sit on it. That's the only hope that we really have for finding any of these shinies. But, okay. I don't think I know anybody else that's on. It won't be too much of a pain, just gotta actually do it. Yeah. I think that's probably the hardest part, though, is like wanting to get started to do it. Also, doing the egg hunts is gonna be a big pain if you haven't already done those ones. Those ones made me sad. But eventually, you know, you just gotta grit your teeth and bear through it. But I'm sure you'll be fine. Hearing how much of a shiny hunter you are, I'm sure you'll be able to find all of them. Still need 2 Fuecocos and 2 Quaxleys. Quaxley, for some reason, I only hatched it while I wasn't streaming, so I had to get separate recordings for that one. But Fuecoco, here, let me show you. I named all of my Paldean starters after the eggs that they hatched in. Sprigatito was nice. The first one was within 16 eggs. Fuecoco, 1,516, 1,709, and then 3,319. That's my entire Fuecoco line. These ones took me the longest. Quaxley wasn't too bad. Quaxley was still less than my earliest Fuecoco. Yeah, I was ready to like rip my hair out when we were doing like shiny Fuecoco. Because it took me so long just to get the first one, it got me to like start hatching eggs offline. I think that was like the worst one. Took you over, named it Anguish. Oh, I remember, I think you told me about it. Where you were just naming them after like pain, suffering, anguish, depressed. Yeah, I think I remember that. I think you were the one that told me that you started naming them after that because it took forever to get them. Yeah, this one, I wanted to make it easier for me to remember which eggs that they hatched on. So I was like, well, I might as well just name them after whatever number that they hatched on. But the last one just made me cry as soon as it hatched. I was like, finally, I almost threw my controller because that was the longest egg hunt that we did. But okay, oh, hello Roastover. We're actually going to be ending stream right now because we finally got all of our Shiny Eeveelutions done, and I named them all after drinks, and I thought it'd be cute. I named their shiny variants after drink. Thought it'd be cute. Anguish the Skeletor Melik. Oh, Fion is gonna be something. This partner cat is lucky it can't be nicknamed. I can only imagine what you would nickname their partner cat Pikachu, especially after 3 weeks of trying to get it. It's gotta be some banging name. You just gotta put like a little sticky note on it. It would be Void. Just the deep depths. Try to look for lives on Pokemon SV. Oh, well. Unfortunately, we actually just finished. Because we've been... After finishing all the starters, we only needed Umbreon and Eevee. So... Cannot find any. Let me see. I don't know how searching on YouTube is for streamers. Because I stream on both. Twitch and YouTube. Let me see, is there anybody on Twitch? So yeah, I currently don't have anybody online that's currently streaming. But normally the schedule that I have, so we typically stream Mondays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. PST. And then Saturdays, whenever I have the time and I'm like not completely busy, then we just start doing them. Yeah, I was saying, don't know if you're still looking for it. No, we actually just finally got one. So I've caught one previously, but we caught one tonight. Since I'm doing the shiny living dex, I want it to be all Pokemon that I catch. So I'm not really doing like a whole bunch of tradings for like my own collection. But eventually, once we reach like X amount of followers or subs or however I want to do it between Twitch and YouTube, we've started our own little giveaway box. So these are all like extra shinies that I've caught throughout catching the starters or catching the Eeveelutions. So yeah, eventually I do still plan on doing a whole bunch of other hunts. Like on Thursday we're going to be doing Paradox. We're going to be starting Paradox Pokemon. So that's going to be immediate. And then once Paradox is done, then we'll figure it out from there. But I do appreciate it though. I do appreciate whenever anybody wants to try and like give shinies away. It's very nice. But with that, we are going to be ending stream today. So I do want to thank you guys for showing up. Really appreciate it. Thursday, it's going to be starting at the same time, 7 PST. We will be doing Paradox Pokemon. And then after that, I will be releasing my shiny starter video on Saturday. As early as I possibly can. Alright, good luck searching for Pokemon Livers on YouTube for Scarlet and Violet. Thanks, Fang. Have a great night. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And wish you luck on all your future